We're going to do a quick little recap on day 6. All right, so real quick. So I was taking a little bit of notes today as I was listening to the trial. Well, actually, I was listening to them read the transcripts from the trial online. So far, on Friday, we left off with Dawn Richards. She was testifying. She was the last person that testified on Friday. So we got back into it today. So just real quick, Dawn Richards, she's Dawn Rashad. I'm sorry, Dawn Rashad. Let me get her name right and put some respect on her name because yeah, I don't want to be getting nobody names jacked up. Dawn Rashad, the ex-band member of Diddy Kane, and also what's that? Oh, Dirty Money. Okay, all right. So she testified today. She mentioned D-Rock, which is he was a part of Puff Security, and she also mentioned Roger Bond. He was also part of the security as well, and she mentioned that they actually witnessed the abuse. Okay, so I kind of like that stuck out to me because she actually mentioned names. She's mentioning names, so it seems to me that maybe D Rock and Roger Bond is are going to testify. I don't know if D Rock is going to be testifying for the prosecutors or he's going to testify on behalf of Diddy, which I doubt because his name has been coming up. I'm pretty sure Roger Bond is probably going to be testifying on the behalf of the prosecution because I saw a couple of interviews of him before the trial started. So I'm assuming that most likely, I believe he is going to be testifying on behalf of the prosecution because he probably could be considered a part of it, like an accessory to the crimes or whatever that's been committed, that he's been accused of, as far as like, the RICO and stuff like that. So, but she did mention that D-Rock and Roger Bonds, that they both witnessed the abuse of Cassie. Okay. So that stuck out to me. Why? Because I felt like that the prosecution put her up there to mention these two people so they can be uh be questioned in regards to the statements that she is making. And it's also showing, as far as like, in my opinion, like the RICO part of it, whereas though he had these people that were willing to either turn a blind eye or, you know what I mean? Yeah, they was a part of it in a sense. So they kind of like can go towards, establishing parts of the RICO. Now, I was listening to this young lady earlier. She is actually a lawyer. She was actually reading over everything as it was coming out. From what's that channel? I think it's called, oh, here it is on the screen, duh. It's the Inner City Press. So she was reading these that was updated throughout the trial as it was going on today. So she mentioned that it is eight factors in regards to a RICO case. Now, I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post that snippet on the YouTube channel. I may post it on here on TikTok, but I'm gonna post it on YouTube channel. And basically, what she's saying is that it is eight charges, eight factors in regards to proving RICO. They have to prove at least two of those. Okay, to me, I feel like they have gotten the two. As far as like to prove like the RICO case or whatever. But we're gonna keep on going. Cassie's mother is going to testify, I believe, tomorrow. So that'll be interesting to see what she's going to talk about. I'm pretty sure she's gonna probably collaborate, probably like the control and stuff like that, and the abuse. But yeah, Don Rashad also mentioned that she testified that she sold them with guns. Okay, so that can also contribute to the RICO factors, but that's not one of the charges I believe that he's being charged under this case. But it may fall under the umbrella of the RICO. I don't know, but we'll see. But that's what she testified today. She also testified to forced labor working conditions. Okay, she testified as to what it was. Oh, what's the guy name? One Stop. He was the person that I guess allegedly was the one who had all of the, all the DRUGSs, even including like Plan Bs and stuff like that. So this guy, whatever his name is, One Stop, he had all of the DRUGS. So, she testified that, and she also, again, she testified in regard to the forced labor working condition, where she mentioned that she would work long hours as far as like the studio, he wouldn't let her leave and type of stuff like that, and also that allegedly the other people he instructed other people to give them, I guess, some type of drugs that could help them stay up a little bit longer to get the work done. So that is what she testified on today. So that can be considered, as far as like the forced labor working condition, that can be considered a little bit on the coercion side, I believe. Yeah, I don't know, but but that's what she testified today. Okay. Then the next person that came on the stand was Carrie Morgan, which she was a former best friend of Cassie. She testified that that Diddy assaulted her. She also testified that she witnessed multiple times of Diddy assaulting Cassie. She also testified that she mentioned KK, his chief of staff, in which I believe KK is, I believe KK about to flip, because I feel like her name has been coming up with a lot of, and a lot of testimony, as far as like, Cassie said it a couple of times. I believe the sex worker, I think he said it, but I'm not sure, but her name has come up.